Introduce yourself a little bit for the people out there that may not know you.
My name is Ben Hobson. I like to party.
Welcome back to the #1 Drift Podcast on YouTube. I am Dawson.
I'm Nate.
And this is
Ben Hobson. What's up?
Yeah, as most of you probably already know, to be honest. But let's run through a few announcements real quick. Hyperfest, of course, don't forget, we'll be there May 19th through the 21st. And also, we have the discount code for you guys. It's $10 off. I think it's HF23COD. I hope I didn't butcher that again, because I did last time. Anyways, it's on the screen, but it'll also be in the description. But if you want more well-known guests like Ben Hobson here, go down in the description, grab some merch, support the podcast. If you can't support that way, just hit like, hit subscribe, and it goes a long way. Oh, yeah, we have a new vlog coming out on Patreon. That's just kind of going over my car a little bit and what's supposed to come. And then I think you'll be working on one here soon, probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a fucking shit missile together.
Nice.
I'm gonna vlog the whole thing, like
Fuck yeah.
turned up headers and then cut them flush with the roof. Oh yeah, big ghetto, big ghetto LS guy.
Big old lipstick in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I do want to take a minute to admire our ghetto ass setup we got going here.
Whoa, ghetto. Wow.
This is
I think
like,
professional.
dude, this was thrown together in what, 20 minutes or something?
This is what I call a drift spec.
Yes,
setup.
this is
what they should all
ideal.
look like.
Yeah, track
instead of in the back of trailers.
Dun, dun, dun.
Just kidding.
Oh, I can't reach the fucking sound effects.
You'll have to add them in later.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, that. Oh yeah.
It'll look weird too because nobody will laugh. In the actual podcast, we have a button that you push to make noises, and everybody laughs. We would just have the sound about, and everyone.
We could just take a sound bite of us laughing and then just keep overlaying that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's do this.
Introduce yourself a little bit for the people out there that may not know you.
Well, my name is Ben Hobson. I like to party. I currently drive Prospect Formula Drift. It's my third season coming out. Not out of the closet. That sounded really weird. Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, we don't judge.
Still in that one. No, I don't know. What do you want me to hear? Like my background, like where I come from, like what
Yeah, just give us a rundown.
Cool.
Like you're talking to a new person.
Well, I started out like when I was 4 riding motocross. Then that evolved into race cars and found drifting and found out I was like, that shit's sick.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just I'm an adrenaline junkie. Anything that can get me, going like that, I'm like, I want to master it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I found drifting. I bought a 240. I used to have a 2011 Mustang GT. I kind of taught myself how to drift in that. It was automatic. Used to put 240 wheels and tires in the back. There were 16s. I'd slap on the back. It had like first, second, third, then drive. I'd take it out to the track, local drift events, dude. I'd launch it in first, slide that thing in second. Didn't know what a handbrake was. I was just like, all right.
Dude, that's how Dustin Tobit started.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just like learned that. Then I got I sold that. Started, actually, it's sitting over there. The first one I ever bought. It's my Pro-Am car, first car, pro car. Like I've taken it everywhere. Sold that Mustang, bought that thing for $750. And then I bought a 04 Mustang to have a daily. Nice. Started drifting it. Finally got that thing done and went through grassroots, did Lone Star Drift Pro-Am, and then just, I don't know, drifting. It's not about, like, obviously I love competing because that's what I do, but that's not what it is for me. It's win or lose, I'm still having fun. Like, that's obviously awesome. You're going to lose a lot more than you win. So it's all about a good time. Like my family comes, my dad, he's my team manager. You know what I mean? My brother's on my crew, my best friend's on my crew. it's nice. I mean, it's a family vibe for me. So like my mom, my sisters, like all of us come out. They all support, and it's just drifting it's a family thing for me. Just like the competitors, they're not competitors. They're all family. They're all friends, and it just I don't know. It just evolved.
I feel like that's the way a lot of people look at drifting.
It just evolved. So I don't know. Now I'm here, and I mean, y'all say I'm well known. I don't look at it that way, but.
Well,
so I don't think a lot of
I would
people know
say
me.
so.
Now people are going to know me now because you guys. But,
I don't know about that. You floated around the internet quite a bit.
Thank you. I don't know, I just like I travel a lot.
Yeah,
like
that helps. Of course.
In the last 2 years, I've put 70,000 miles on the F350 and 45 or 50,000 miles on my Freightliner. Between a year and a half of traveling and driving between coast to coast.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, like I drive, so I just love driving, and it's not even about the comps for me. It's just more about the vibe. It's all such a good vibe.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, what was like the initial gateway for you? What
I went to
drifting.
Forza, dude.
Forza?
Yeah, heck yeah. Forza, bro. I learned on Forza on a controller. Like Forza was the initial gateway. And then like I found out that people really do it in real life. And I went to a local event in Pensacola. I used to live in Florida. It was called Five Flag Speedway. And I met my longtime best friend, Alec Honadell, there. He was driving his...
I love him.
I don't know if you know... Yeah, well, that's...
He's obsessed with him.
My best friend. That's my Bubba. You remember his blue car?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I met him whenever he had that. He took me for a ride along, and I just, like, fell in love with it.
I have, like, screenshots of the way he did some of the stuff on his car, and my car is, like, ghetto copies of it. Like,
he would approve.
You know, like, you get screenshot, but you can only zoom in so far. I'd have to screenshot it, go to the next one, zoom in more.
Oh, yeah,
so 100%. I can copy it.
I don't care how many pixels I got, I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah, 8 pixels. That's what my car looks like. That's funny.
But after that, it's just like I was full tilt. Like, I'm going to do this. Like, coming from motocross especially, I was like, motocross is fun, but drifting is like, it's like the next level. So
I don't understand the Forza thing. I bought an Xbox, bought Forza. That was the only game I had. Played it for like I think 3 days, and I never touched it again.
Well, that's why.
I just like
You had to have a lobby.
I've just never liked video games.
61 days on Forza Horizon 4.
I can pull it up. I don't know how many days or hours we have, but I have like a lot of different Forza.
Yeah, it's
games.
like never get laid time. Like if you showed anybody, they'd be like, he doesn't even go touch grass. You sweat.
Doesn't matter. Look at my drift car.
That's what I'm saying. I got a cool car.
No, it's Assetto for me now. I love Assetto. So, but Forza was definitely the
I think I have like maybe 2,000 hours in Assetto.
Gran Turismo sucked because it didn't have a clutch.
I didn't try Gran Turismo.
I did have Gran Turismo at first, but you didn't have a clutch. So I specifically went and bought $180 Xbox from the pawn shop, and then bought a copy of Forza 4 just to have Forza.
Yeah.
And I went home and I was like, yes, I can clutch kick.
Yeah.
But Gran Turismo was like me drifting the automatic Mustang, so it kind of related. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was like you didn't have the clutch kicks whenever you e-braked or whatever, but didn't really e-brake because it was an automatic.
The new one everybody says is really good. The new one has really good physics and better sound, because before it was like I could make better car noises than the first couple of those, but and then the replays or something like that. It's like it's hard to tell if it's real or fake. They're so good. Like it's like Microsoft Simulator or whatever levels of whatever. Anyway,
but yeah, I guess that was the gateway. So shout out to my boy Alec.
Hell yeah,
love you.
Well, what's like since you've met a lot of influencers, who's the worst and who's the best?
Oh, wow. Such a wild question to get right back into. In what aspect?
Off camera. Like their personal selves. Because we all get the highlight reels. That's all we get.
Who watches this?
On YouTube, about almost 13,000.
Just off of my personal opinion and no like hatred towards anybody.
I know we're all like smashing.
Dude, those are good. The sour gummy bears, whenever they come out with those,
yeah.
All right.
Sorry, audio listeners.
Silas is like, what the fuck are they making me do?
All right. So my favorite influencer by far, on and off camera, or I'd say more off camera, Jimmy Oaks.
Yes.
He is like one of the most humble people, and he's super nice. He's super caring. Like, he's not this big hot shot, you know, he is like, he's a super popular guy. Like, he's an awesome dude, but he's just like a normal guy. I don't even consider him a YouTuber. Like, I consider him my friend. You know what I mean? I've told him that. I was like, you're not a YouTuber to me. Like, you're just like, bro. Like, but I don't know. The second one's hard, dude. Who's the worst off camera?
Like, you don't have to like hate them. It's just like their on camera personality is not the same as their off camera. That's what we mean. Different. We're not like trying to get you to talk shit about somebody. That's not what we mean.
with like, yeah, but not by not talking any like crap by any means, because I respect the dude and I love him, but probably like Adam because he's so busy.
Yeah,
he's such a busy dude. Like whenever he has time to be free and have the availability, like, he's super cool. He's the same as he is on camera, super enthusiastic. Like, he's super cool. Like, you know, we're all doing dumb stuff, and it's like we, you know, fixed his mini truck and broke it in probably a 20-minute span. Like, you know, we went from not running to broken differential, and then me and Luke Fink were driving it on two wheels, or Luke was. I was just being a passenger because nobody else would hop in, and I'm right in.
I'm in. Let's do it.
I'm in. I'm down. But he's just so busy, so it's like no disrespect at all. You know what I mean? But I would say that he has so much going on that he has. You know, he probably used to be the same all the time, but, you know, now he has, you know, LZMFG, he has the compound, like, you know, he has a lot going on there. Like, they have to get water pretty much all the time there because there's no, like, you know, when we were there, they didn't, you know, half of it didn't have water because there's so many people there that we ran it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they had to get water, like, shipped in. Like, he's always having something to do, if it's dealing with that or, you know, recording stuff or, you know, flying somewhere to do something else. Like, the guy's busy. Like, I respect the heck out of his hustle, and he's, you know, he's grinded to get where he's at. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But one day he's probably going to be like able to be, you know, free, and that's what he's working towards and whatnot. But I would say, like, from personal experience, like, he's still like super cool with me because we're homies. You know what I mean? But it's still, there's times that I can tell when he's so busy that you're like, I don't know, I feel like he doesn't like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, deep down he does. Like, you wouldn't be there hanging out if, you know, if he didn't like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure.
We're, you know, but I would say from personal experiences, those would be my, you know, I love Jimmy. Like, he's just on and off camera the same. You know what I mean? I'm sure he.
Well, he said the same thing about you on the way up. So
who, Jimmy did?
Yeah.
I love that guy. Thank you, Jimmy. But yeah, like, no respect. It's not me talking crap. So I love Adam to death. We've known each other for a while. We've driven together in Japan. We've driven together in Lone Star. We've driven together clutch kickers. Like, we've driven together a lot of times. Like, I feel like we kind of have the same style. Like, we like to just both go hard. Like, it's, you know what I mean? It's fun. You know, we're competitive whenever we drive together. So it's like when our practice.
Who can thrash the hardest?
Yeah. Whenever we drive together, it's super fun. Like,
that's cool.
There's a video that he made a long time ago. It was the first time he got to test out his E36, like one of the Clutch Kickers Fun Day. And it was all day. The video went viral, I feel like, on TikTok or Twitter or one of those two, that it was the turbo noises of him chasing the Joker whenever my car was wrapped with the Joker.
Yeah.
It was just like the hood view.
I'm pretty sure that was the Clutch Kickers event I was able to go to.
Yeah. We drove together like all day that day and made a huge video, like not a huge video, but like, we're homies, so like no disrespect by any means, but he's a busy dude. You know, he has a lot going on. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I'm super busy. I understand it. You know what I mean?
We understand it also.
You know, I try to, like, you know, people are like, oh, you don't ever respond to me. I'm like, I try. I'm sorry. Like, I try. I try to respond to as many people as I can, but if I like,
it's hard, dude.
It is.
It's hard.
You know what I mean,
it's like a full-time gig.
Y'all see my garage? Like, I'm always like, I'm always, you know, doing something. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put out media. I'm trying to make new stuff. You know, I'm just trying to get the car back. I'm trying to, you know, So it's hard to like sit on your phone and do nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not really do nothing, but like I get to points where I can scroll through and I'll, respond and, like and whatnot and, stuff like that. But it's like, I understand, like, I'm not nowhere near his level, but I understand.
There's cameras on him all the time.
Yeah, like,
probably can't pick his nose without somebody seeing it,
It's crazy. So like, I would say that's probably, with all due respect, that's probably the worst and best right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What do you think the most important thing you've learned from drifting? Like what's like, has it taught you any lessons? Is it just like something that you do as a hobby? Like
many valuable lessons, but the most important thing is you only live once. Make it count. Like, go do what you want to do. Like, figure it out. There's a will, there's a way. You know what I mean? Like, one thing that drifting has taught me is like, it's not serious, dude. Like, nothing's too serious. You can't take it anything serious.
Nobody gets out alive.
No, I mean, you just be happy and make sure that you do well by others. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go into the events or anything when I line up beside, say me and you line up, right? I don't look at you as, oh, that's my competitor. You know what I mean? I look at it as, with no like disrespect to the other driver, I'm not competing against them. I'm literally competing against myself every single time. If I leave the track driving better than I started that day, I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my output on it is I show up and I don't try to be better than the other prospect drivers. I don't try to be better than anybody because I'm not better than anybody. I'm a normal dude that just likes to drive, right? I just try to be better than the person that showed up last time in my boots. Just be a better Ben. Be a better driver. Be a better person. Be better. Be humble. Be more humble. Stay humble. Create new fans. Engagement. You know what I mean? Like, just go there and have a good time. You know what I mean? If not, it's
what's the point?
Don't be a square.
Exactly. Like, I just try to be better than I was last time. That's it.
All right. So that was really good. That's probably going to be a reel. Just so you know. So how did the whole Odie thing happen? How did all that happen?
So now it can kind of get out. Like, it was sick, dude. All right. Let me tell you how it all started from the beginning. Right. I could tell you how I got the seat, or I could tell you how our relation began. You know what I mean?
Which one's a better story?
Both of them.
I'll
do a quick version of this. All right. So New Jersey, my first, last season, New Jersey. He calls me right after, and I reached. We made contact on Instagram somehow. Either I reached out to him or he reached out to me. Pretty sure he reached out to me and asked me if what coilovers I'm on, and I told him BCs, and he's like, I don't, he said, okay, I don't really want to. I'm not stepping on anybody's toes, so I'm not,
He's not trying to poach.
Exactly. I'm not doing anything. Good for him. He was just asking, right? He was genuinely curious because he said, I watched you that round. He's like, I'm really impressed with your timing and how you can put the car where it needs to be when it needs to be. Like, he really filled my head that day. Like, it made me feel really good. Like, I had a pro one.
Sure. You should. That's
it. He was watching me, like, telling me, he's like, the fact that you're not scared. He's like, you put it on the edge everywhere. And he's like, you can see how fearless it is. And he's like, it's fun watching. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a big one, right?
Yeah, so you know what you were working towards.
And I told him, I was like, I've ran BCs for a while. I ran Megans, you know what I mean? I won my pro-am license, my pro license on Megan coilovers. So I've driven on all kinds of stuff, and I'm not like, I didn't have a deal with anybody, right? I had a deal with BC my first year, but we didn't have a deal the next season, right? I still put them on the car because I was running their coilovers and stuff, but we didn't have a signed contract. So I told him that. I was like, to be honest with you, we don't have a contract. And he's like, okay, well, and we kind of started that way. And I was like, yeah, I'm down. And then Cody from BC reached out to me after he seen it, and I explained to him, and he was very understanding. So I respect the dude. Like,
that's cool.
No hard feelings. He's like, if you ever, it's open arms. If you ever want to come back to our team, we'd love to have you. I was like, I'm just trying to want to progress, you know, and I feel like this is the way I need to go. He respected it, and I signed the contract with Odie, and after the season, fast forward after the season, I'm at SEMA. I'm at Hoonigan Burnyard, and I get a phone call on my cell phone, and I have an iPhone, and I didn't have the number stored in, but it said maybe Odamus Bakchis, it spells his name.
Oh fuck.
I was like, who, what the hell? So I answered it. I'm like, hello? And he's like, what's up, Dan? It's Odie. And I'm like, yo, what's up, Odie? And he's like, I got a question for you. I'm like, shoot it. What's up, dude? And I'm trying to act cool and whatnot. I'm over there like peeing my pants. Like, Odie just
I'd
called
be the
myself.
same, yeah.
I'm like,
Of course.
What the heck? How to get my number? Like,
Yeah.
So he asked me, he's like, I want you to drive the car next season. I was like, what car? He's like, the Pedal Commander car. And then I asked him, I was like, well, what about Evan? And he's like, this is what's happening, and we're going separate ways. He's doing his thing, and we're doing ours, yada yada yada. And I was like, I'm not trying to I don't want to step anybody's toes. I'm not trying to steal anybody's seat. Like I have my own car type deal. But he was like, it's
all
the seat
good.
is open. If you don't accept it, I'm calling. I'm gonna there's other people that want to drive it that's contacted me already. He said, but I wanted to reach out to you first. And I was like, wow,
Dude.
like holy crap. So, I was like, well, let's figure it out. What does this entail? Like, what happens? Let's figure it out. He's like, well, we'll go over the details. I just want to know that you're interested. I said, hell yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Of course.
he asked me, he's like, I was like, I'll call you back. I call my dad. I'm like, yo.
You're not going to fucking believe this.
Odie just called and wants me to drive his car next season. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, well, I don't freaking know, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I'm mind blown right now. Like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
And I wake up, a lot of the mornings and hope I'm not wasting my time doing what I'm doing. And then I get this phone call and I'm like, I'm not, there's other people watching, Like,
Reassurance.
heck yeah. Like, it was cool. So he's like, call him back, get some details. So I was like, all right, let me call him back. Called him back. I was like, can I come drive it? Like, I want to drive the car. Like, I've seen it. I've competed with the car. I've seen the car. And every time I've seen it, Evan drive it, I'm like, dude, I want to drive that car. That car's nasty. It's sick, right? I've got this car that I built on jack stands. It's been on a lift maybe 2 or 3 times in its life. Built it on jack stands. It's, I've been on the scales one time. And like, it's been my car. Like, I've had it forever. It works, but it's not perfect, right? So he's like, yeah. I was like, I'm in Vegas right now. I'm at SEMA. Like, there's 2 days before I got to be here for the Burnyard. And I said, perhaps, I was like, I have to go back to Hoonigan to grab my car. It's there. We just put a new motor in it. So I got to go back because I was there helping setting up the booth and all that stuff. We had a big booth. We were at eBay Motors this past season. And he's like, yeah, when do you want to drive it? And I was like, I can be there tomorrow. He's like, all right, I'll meet you out of Willow. I was like, GPS to Willow Spring. You know what I mean? I was like, well, I've never been there.
Do I need to leave now?
So I did. I left that night, drove to California, grabbed my car from Hoonigan. My buddy Ricky Hoffman rode with me. He was the only one that knew. He was the only one that knew.
Fucking sitting on radioactive information.
Yeah. He rode with me. I told him, I was like, yo, because he asked me, he's like, you want me to go with you? And I was like, he's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm, here a couple days before SEMA. And I was like, I do. It's like, but I'm going there for like secretive stuff. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, I want somebody to go with me. It'd be cool. And I was like, all right, you can't say shit. Like, straight up. You can't say nothing. And I told him. He's like, holy crap. He's like, yeah, I won't say nothing. He's like, that's awesome, dude. So we drove out. We stayed with my buddy out there. And then the next morning we went to Willow, right? Brought my car out there because I was like, perfect timing. I can do a little test hit. Yeah. Get Forrest, send the data log, yada, yada. He pulled up out there. I hopped in the car. He went and drove it, pulled back in. He does what he always does and does like a sick, nasty reverse entry.
Yeah.
Like the flick
Ass
in
first. Yeah.
Well, no, like the flick before the initiation, he'll like the normal flick that you wind up, he'll back you right there and then flick back into the turn. It's sick. I don't know if you ever seen him do it, but it's his little thing. Signature move that he does. It's nasty. I rode with him when he did it, and I was like, all right, we're spinning. No, we're not. Like, holy crap. Like, crazy. It's sick, right? So he goes out there and he pulls back in, and I go out for a lap and I drive it. He's just like, stay away from the wall right here, because I've never driven out there. It's the whatever that little test pad's called. What is it called? Balcony.
Yeah.
Out at Willett Springs, right? So we're at balcony, and I throw it in. I'm like, holy crap, this car's nasty. This car was insane, right? Pull back around, and I pull in to talk to him, and he gives like a little clap like that. I'm like, okay, sick. Like, I'm doing something cool. And I was like, can I ride with you? I just want to see how hard the car can be driven, because I don't want to go out on a test day that I'm not even like signed or anything yet and break the car. My team calls stuff bend proof. When they bend proof something, it's good. Because I destroy stuff a lot, right? So I just didn't want to break it. I know the car is proven, but I just didn't want to break something, right? So I seen him and I drove it. He drove it and he just rails on it, right? I'm like, all right, cool. Done. Chunk it in. He told me to stay away from the wall. Apparently, Ricky told me he backed up like a step and a half away from the wall, because I just came through that thing and guns hoed, downshifted third, just railed that John through there. And I came back out, transition, upshifted, and I went down the straightaway. I was like, oh my gosh, this car is sick. Came back around, did a few more, fourth gear, just flick in entries on balcony. And I was like, this car's nasty. Pull back in. He was smiling. I was like, okay, I'm freaking ear to ear.
I'm doing something right.
Where's the contract?
This is sick. And then he hit me with a question. He's like, and this one was like real to me. He's like, do you think you could win the championship in this? I looked at him and said, absolutely. Like, no doubt. I could win a championship in this car. I'm not saying I'm going to win it this year. That's the goal. It's the goal for everybody.
Sure.
But this is a championship car, 100%. Mm-hmm. And he said, I think you could too. And I was like, yeah. And then there's Ricky in the background. Nope. And I was like, shut up, Ricky.
Really?
Yeah, he's just messing with me. He's a homie, so we're always so competitive. Yeah, he's just messing with me.
It's a real serious moment. Yeah. He's like,
that's what I was like. Yeah, that's what I was like. Well, come on, Ricky, shut the hell up.
Funny.
But yeah, that's how it came. I got a random phone call. I didn't contact him. I didn't ask him about it. Like, it was weird.
Did you ever ask him how I got your number?
No, I don't care. Probably looked it up in the phone book.
Think so?
Nah.
How old is he?
Probably whenever we got the sponsorship deal, or maybe whenever I filled out information to order it or something. Maybe my phone number was on the order info or something. I don't know. But somehow I don't care.
That's sick. It's a good story.
It's a good story.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's so no, I didn't reach out to him. I didn't contact him. I didn't.
Yeah.
He genuinely felt as if he genuinely wanted me to drive it, and I was like, it was a good feeling. Like, it makes me I don't have a big ad about it by any means. Like, it's a 240.
No, it's a good feeling.
It's a 240. But
that's a big deal.
First
you should be allowed to feel that.
Thank you very much. But they're cheater 240s this season with that V3 baby.
Oh, with the E46 rack?
Yeah, front rack.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I haven't driven on that yet. I'm flying out in 2 days, Tuesday. I looked at my wrist. I got to watch. Hold on. I'm flying out in 2 days to go for Long Beach. We were going to unveil the car. Unfortunately, they were rushing to get Simon's car back together, because that was a huge announcement. It was a late ordeal type deal, and it's pretty sick. I'm super ecstatic. Like, my car hasn't got released yet with the livery, but y'all will see it soon.
Hell
sick.
yeah.
Like, they're all matching, but mine's a little different.
Okay.
Like it always is.
Sure.
I'm bougie. Like, I gotta be a little bit different. I just like, it's my twist, you know what I mean? OD approves it, and it's all good. So it's not a huge change, but it's different.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
awesome.
With you being on that car, coming off of that car, it's probably just like your car on maximum steroids, right?
Oh my, yeah, that thing made $750 with a blower.
I just meant just all the R&D. That's got
it's dumb.
Yeah, it's got to be insane.
And the thing, like I was telling you about Utah, we went to Odie because I'm on his coilovers, right? And my tuner, Freddie, which he's also my suspension dude, he's a madman. Like, he knows his stuff, right? He's done everything to get front grip, right? So after practice or after qualifying, we went up to Odie like after they're all done for the day because I don't like bothering people, right? So they're all done. I went up to Odie and I was like, "Yo, can I, pick your brain for a little bit, or actually, can Freddie pick your brain? Because I don't know too. I'm learning still on suspension stuff, but it's all new to me. Like I used to just hop in and drive. I don't care." And Odie's like, "Well, you should do this to the coilover." And Freddie's like, "I did that." And he's like, "Okay, change the springs to this." And Freddie's like, "We did." He's like, "Okay, pull the front sway bar." We're like, "We did."
Check.
Do this to the dampening and this to the compression. Freddie's like, "I did." And he looked at Freddie's like, "Well, you know your shit." And Freddie's like, I try. I like to think so. And he's like, "No, like, your car should work." And I was like, "Yeah, it should. It's weird, huh?" He's like, "It should work." But I would enter, and it's just, I showed Freddie, we have in-car footage from Larry Chin. And after the event, I sent the in-car footage. I cut it up and sent it to Freddie. And I was like, watch the whole in-car footage. It sucks, dude. It looks like I do not know what I'm doing. I'd enter, and it's just like, you flick in, and it's just like literally like one full rotation of turn in to get the car to bite, to go to not like just straight understeer off the track. Wow. And then I'd transition across, and it's fine. And then to turn into that other one, it's like, freaking, forklifting this thing to get it to go to drive to the second inner clip. It's insane, right? We pulled one of the rear batteries. We had two Optimas in the back. We pulled one of them out. They're 45 pounds apiece. We pulled one of them out, went straight to one battery, right? Took 45 pounds off the weight, put bigger, thicker springs in the rear, pulled the front sway bar to leave, so the front can leave wheels on the ground. I was still doing wheelies. Through the transition, you just watch it.
Wow.
It's just so heavy. So I've been this offseason cutting all kinds of stuff out. But yeah, the car's gonna be better. But yeah, it doesn't have the R&D that car has. And whenever I drove it, I could feel
just proper.
Yeah, proper. Yeah. Like I felt at home. You know what I mean? And that's why he was like, don't get close to the car because he doesn't. I've never driven that car, but I was like, bro, I've driven this car forever.
Yeah,
but not the correct setup. Like my car's set up properly, but the car, it's just been beat so many times. I just think it's all twisted and stuff. Quirks. Yeah, she's good for like smaller tracks though.
Yeah.
She a beast. We doing all the like as many of the like 50Ks and stuff like that. We're doing the Clean Culture 50K and try to hit the Riverside one and stuff like that. So
I'll be out there.
All right, cool.
I'm doing Scotty's Media. So.
Heck yeah. Hopefully that's gonna got all kinds of fiberglass on that thing now. Cut everything out of it. Yeah. So she should be a lot lighter now.
Oh yeah.
The last question on our list says, "What is your end goal with FD or drifting in general?" And it's like, we said it's redundant because it's obviously you want to win FD and you really like drifting, so it's like we weren't going to ask that question.
Just want to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, end goal is to get bigger sponsors, get bigger support, and make it a job, make it a career, dude. Like keep on grinding with it, like.
Hell yeah.
I have a pretty good sponsor right now with Wheel Pros, and they're putting me on some good things. It's in the works right now. There could be some really, really, really big opportunities. So just leaving that there. But here soon, we're going to be doing a giveaway. It's going to be sick. I'm going to be giving away a set of my replica wheels from last year.
There you
the
go.
White with the pink flaky inlay on one of the wheels and whatnot.
Cool.
Some battles.
That's tight.
Get some battles out there. We're going to do a giveaway. Just want to kind of mention it right here if that's cool. But
we have a plug your people section.
Yeah, we'll do that. But I don't know. End game is just to enjoy life, dude. Just have fun. I want to go more places, obviously. I want to do some rally racing. That'd be sick. Rally crossing and rally racing, dog? Hell yeah. That's like the banana bread at work kind of guy. Hell yeah.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
I swear to God, listen. So I have this spare chassis that's a complete hunk of shit, but the frame is straight and it's already tube front and caged. And so I went out and I bought a 5-cylinder engine out of a Colorado. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to cut the bottom of the stock manifold off, make a U-pipe, and do a top mount turbo kit on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to do an AR5 transmission. And
is
then
that 240 we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a hatch. Right. I got to figure out something to do with the hatch because I can't put the radiator in the back really.
Make it a truck. Take that thing off and make a firewall. Bam.
Fucking Grindhard already did that with a BMW. It's not that. It's not that I don't.
BMW. It's not gay.
Anyway, listen. So I want to do AR5 transmission, and I want to put that in there, and then, dude, you can buy old Raptor shocks, like not off of that one. That's obviously nicer, but
like
an older one.
Shocks?
Yeah, you can buy them for like $300. And then I learned this from my fab guy. I was like, dude, they're not going to have that much travel. And he was like, that's not how travel works, you fucking idiot. And I was like, how does it work? He goes, dude, you cut it out, put the car where you want it, then you weld a plate in that holds it where you want. And Raptor shocks have 16 inches of travel.
Oh, yeah.
So just imagine we're in this car. It sounds like an Audi, and we jump it off a loading dock.
We should do
Doesn't that sound like the funnest thing in the fucking world?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm going to do it. I have the motor. I just got to find a trans and figure out somebody that can tune a 5-cylinder.
Tell you what we did in California at my buddy Richard at Vonnie's house. Bone stock Toyota Camry, cut the roof off of it, put WRC wheels and tires up front, and climbed it through the mountains. Like going through stuff that I took my Can-Am this past weekend.
Really?
Oh,
Jesus.
like banging front. We ended up, it was that and a Toyota.
Why'd you cut the roof off?
Why not?
Okay.
Who needs you?
Yeah. And then he had a Nissan, I think it was an Altima, but it ended up looking like a Sentra because it was so smashed in. Like we beat the head, like we would just like rear ending each other and stuff.
Shrunk it.
Yeah, but we broke those cars, but the Camry didn't break, dude. Broke the trans hit a rock in the Sentra busted open. We still drove it though.
Yeah. My brother has a
good.
Scion TC that has 300-something thousand miles on it. It still runs.
Those are so fun, dude.
The
XB, I mean.
Yeah.
The toaster. It's a toaster car.
I've been trying to find one, but everybody wants like freaking $1,200 out here. I'm not doing that. I want one for like $300, and then I'm gonna beat the shiznit out of it.
What, the toaster?
500 or something.
No, any like the can. I want a Camry. That thing's proven.
Yeah,
He's
proven, dude.
R&D.
Yeah, I want a Camry, and I'll put WRC wheels up front, dude. Thing was
hilarious.
sick.
All right, so
rally tires up front, so the grip was insane.
are they studded?
No, they're just like some soft
knobby or
rubber
something?
knobby tires. Yeah, and he had like some rally wheels, and then they're WRC World Rally Cross tires up front.
Yeah, that'd be
I don't
cool.
know how he got them. They're more expensive. He's like they're 3 times the price that I paid for the car, but they're so worth it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Drifting the crap out of it, just locking. I blew so many tires off of the rear, just flat spotting them, just hold it for like a mile and a half, and I'm just the front tires would take you wherever. They would grip it for you.
Hell yeah.
All right, so let's do the bonus topics.
How you finessed a passenger headlight for the Mustang.
Oh wow!
So that was a good one.
Oh, that was a good one. I finessed it just like you do. Being drifters, figure it out.
What happened?
What happened to the headlight itself, or how did I get a new one?
How'd you get a new
one?
Was it some scumbaggery?
Yeah, I was a scumbag.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'll put that out there. I was a scumbag, and it's the first time I ever did it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Might not be the last time, but all right. So my buddy Max, because I'm gonna put him in there because he put it on the internet like a dickhead, and it's got like 500,000 views. So he rented a new Mustang, and during Drift Week, freaking Aaron spun out in front of me. And we booped, right? So it like bent my hood, my fender, busted my headlight. The main thing I was worried about was the headlight because they're like $1,500, right?
Yeah.
You can get some used ones for, cheaper, but I was like, it was a brand new car. It had like 3,000 miles on it at this point, 3,500, 4,000 maybe. Mm-hmm. So Max had a Mustang, and I just kept eyeballing it all week during the Invitational. And we were staying together and whatnot, and we were having some drinks one night, and I was like, yo, I'm still in your headlight. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm taking your headlight out of your Mustang. He's like, no, you're not. And I was like, I'm just kidding. And the next day, I was like, yo, I'm taking your fucking headlight. And he's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, bro, did you get the insurance on it? He's like, yeah. I was like, you're good. Solid. It's covered. And he's like, aren't they going to say anything? I was like, no. That's what your insurance is for, right? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I was being a scumbag, right? I'm admitting it. That was not the right thing to do, but I did it. I'm sorry. It wasn't like bad broken, but that one wasn't broke. That car, whenever I pulled the front bumper off that car, the whole core support was self-tappered together. It's a rental. That was smashed car. The headlight brackets were broke. I only had to take like one bolt out to get the headlight out. So I didn't really get that much, but I still got a clean lens.
Remember that next time you go and rent a rental car.
Yeah, no, the thing was crashed so many times, right? So after I pulled it apart, I didn't feel that bad, but I did. So I still feel bad about it to this day, but I still got a clean headlight. But he's like, you got the insurance, you're good, right? And I was like, you know, anything could happen. You know, bird hit it on his way back. Like the lens was good when I put it in there, and they drove it between that. It's, you know, that's what happened. So yeah, I pulled bumpers real quick and did a little doodad swap.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but that one actually was newer, that headlight that I gave them. So
Yeah.
Technically,
I
the
gave
insurance
them-
company won.
yeah, they won. I gave them
sure.
a better headlight.
Scotty D says, what do you think of the S550 as a drift car?
Freaking love it. I I put 4 wheels and tires inside of it. A full size jack, not a little baby like AutoZone one, like a full size jack, bag of tools, spare parts, and I drive it wherever I want. Go drift. I use 2 sets of tires. Then I'll put the same wheels and tire set up, but as long as I have 1 set of tires to drive home on, I'm good. Wherever
Maybe
I want.
GT radios.
Yeah, normally GTs, either that or Valinos, whatever I have at the time.
Oh yeah.
It's between those two.
I like the
Those are my
Valinos.
favorite.
Yeah.
Both of them, they're great.
Stefan Van Gogh wants to know if the I Love Hot Moms hat is still part of the vibe this year.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a new one. I'm getting a white one, dude.
Ooh, I see.
freshie. They got it. Yeah, Danny Duncan got a white one. He's had it for a while. I've been wanting to get it. And my last one's like got wet so many times from like sweat and stuff that it kind of shrunk. And it already had, I mean, I got a big head, so it already was like too small. So I gotta get a new one. So yeah, it's coming back. I got a pair of I Heart Hot Mom socks. I don't know if I have them on. I don't. They're good. You should wait. Y'all wait for the old fanny pack coming this season.
Oh.
Fanny pack?
What the fuck?
Oh, dude. I'll rock one.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you'll catch me at a fucking drift event. I have the sun hat, and I'll be bareback in swim trunks with flip flops, and I'll go drive like that.
That's because you don't. That's because you don't care what people think.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what people think about me.
Do not care.
They all think I'm a fat boomer, anyways.
I only had one lady.
bastards.
I only had one person ever. It was a lady. Have a bad opinion about my hat. She's like, I found that inappropriate. I was like, why? She's like, because you say you only love hot moms. I was like, yeah, it's all how you view yourself. If you're hot to yourself, then you're hot. Like, who cares? I ain't saying that I love anybody. I'm just saying I love hot moms. I think it's funny. I got it in a mystery box. I got it in a Danny Duncan mystery box. I love that YouTuber. I love him. He's so cool.
Did you guys
I want to meet him one day.
Did you guys see
I want to take him drifting in the 240. That's what I really want to do.
Dude, what's the name of that guy? He just bought a track. He was on Lone Star. He bought a $2.2 million racetrack. What's his name?
Oh, Officer Dan?
Yeah, Officer Dan. Yeah. Did you watch that?
That's my best friend. No, I have not seen it yet. I want to.
Okay, I won't ruin it for you. It's good though.
Okay.
I watched it.
Oh,
He bought the
Are we dead?
no idea.
Break time.
break time.
All right. So I got the. And then hold on. I got one from Jacob Gittens, the guy from the Outer Zone. He said, "Is there any weird Norwegian traditions that you have to follow now that you're on the same team as Simon?"
Nah, dude, they're going to follow some weird,
Some redneck stuff.
some weird redneck. I'm not a redneck, but no.
I'm kind of a redneck, so
I would love to find out some rituals that them homeboys got.
like you got to wear a kilt or something.
I'm down with it.
That would be so cool.
Down with it. I'll play it. I normally have like my own kind of rituals. I just kind of relax, wake up in the morning, stretch, do some stretching, do some push-ups, walk around the pits, have a good night, good morning, you know what I mean? And just go treat every lap like it's practice.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of fun. I never do one more lap though. I always do. Somebody told me it. Said never do one more because that's when you break stuff, and it happens. I break stuff all the time on my last lap, right?
That's what happened in Clarksville.
So you go. Pretty sure it was Mark that told me that. Mark Hedges. Pretty sure it was him. He said you gotta tell yourself, go do 2 more laps, and then you skip the second one. I was like, you're right. Is it that or somebody? I forgot. Sorry if I got that wrong, Mark, or whoever it is. I forgot who told me.
That's a good.
You
Because
skip
it's always one
one
more.
No, you do 2 more, then you skip the second one. So that's what I do now.
Now
That's good advice.
Kind of works sometimes.
Speaking of advice, you like that segue? What's one piece of advice that you could give someone who's getting into drifting, like new to it? They've never done it before.
Don't get into it and build a car. buy something that's already running, go get seat time. Just doesn't matter if you spin out every lap. Go out there and drive, have fun. Don't get pissed off. Have fun. Like, don't get mad at yourself because it's progression. So, I don't know. My piece of advice would go get a car. You know, stock cars are fine. Whatever you can find to go drift and go get seat time in it. Don't worry about building the badass car. Don't worry about building, like, having all the power. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? If it's got a welded diff, if it's got an LSD, it doesn't matter. Like, welded diff's going to be a lot easier. So, put a welded diff. Throw some freaking glue in that thing. You know what I mean? Weld it up. Not glue, actually. You know what I mean? But
JB.
Screw it. Whatever you can do. You know what I mean? If you can get out there, it's going to break. So, bring a lot of JB with you. But, seat time.
Yeah.
Go get seat time.
That's
Have
good
fun.
advice.
Have fun.
That's the goal.
Don't get upset. Have fun.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
When in doubt, throttle out.
Yeah.
On that camera right there, plug all your people.
Huge shout out to my family, you know, super big supporter. So it makes it awesome. It makes it easy. It makes it fun. It makes it cool whenever it's a family event. So huge shout out to my family. Wouldn't be here without them. Shout out to Odie Bakchis this year, fuel suspension. Pretty excited about that. Not pretty, like super excited about that. Shout out to Pedal Commander. Super excited to be working with them and having new relations with new companies and having new partnerships and along the way. So pretty stoked on that. Cora Works, love you boys. They are awesome. They've always had my back.
Yeah.
They still got my back. Like, Elton's on the car this season for sure. So shout out to them. Will Pros, shout out. But, you know, mainly we do Motegi with us. They, you know, I'm a big Motegi guy, so got lots and lots of battles. So just wait for the new battles that we're coming out with this season. They are going to be sick. But yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to my team, Scott, Freddie, Tim, my spotter, my brother Joel, my dad. Huge shout out to Wisefab. Super pumped about testing the new not testing, but getting to drive the new V3 kit this season. It's going to be awesome. 2F Performance. Love you boys. You're going to be seeing a lot of me this season. Bridge Moto, they always have my suit dialed in and ready, custom tailor fit.
I love Bridge Moto. I use their driving shoes and all sorts of stuff.
They, I don't know if you've seen them last year, but they made me some custom shoes. I've been waiting. I've been telling them, I was like, I want white suede shoes.
Yes.
Pink stitching.
Hell yeah.
And it took a few, you know, times to make it right for Alan's liking and whatnot. And then they came him out and he put my logo in it and whatnot. Pink stitching, white suede. Oh, it's so sick, right? Huge shout out to Bridge Moto. I think the suit this year is going to be pretty sick. So it's same, you know, same, but different. We changed the vibe up because the whole vibe this season changed. So we gotta go with the flow, right? So, shout out to a new couple partners this season, Ineos. They're our oil supplier this season, so pretty pumped to be working with them. We're gonna be having a driver bio on their website soon, so it's gonna be looking forward to that. It's pretty
cool.
sick. And shout out to Cobra Seats. Pretty pumped. We're working on some custom inserts and whatnot for my seats this season, so they can be, you know, I can just feel a little bit more at home. You know what I mean? So pretty stoked to be working with all the new partners this season, and super pumped to be working with the team I am and have the opportunities that I do. Look forward to it. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good season. Have a great vibe. Have a great team. Have a great car. So I'm pumped, man. This season is going to be killer regardless how the outcomes
Where can they find you at?
All my socials are Ben Hobson 213, Instagram, YouTube, everything is Ben Hobson 213. Yeah, that's all my social media. You can find my merch and stuff on CoreyWorks.com. It's actually in my bio. If you click the link in my bio, the CoreyWorks.
We can throw it in the description.
Yeah. It'll be go straight to the merch on there, and 10% off all year this year for all of their merch, pretty much, excluding like body kits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think the garage sale, the stuff that's on sale already, you don't get it, but 10% off on everything store wide. The code is all caps Hobby Wobby. So we'll put that down there. I'm sure.
Wobby. There you go.
We
on the screen in the description.
We made a video about it. It was pretty funny. So, yeah, you can find all my stuff there. We're gonna be. I think my shirts are actually on sale right now on there with a bigger discount. So you might be able to apply that other Hobby Wobby discount to the current discount.
Hey.
I don't know if it works. I haven't tried it because I don't buy my own merch. I buy it originally, but one-time buy.
That's the same way we do.
Yeah,
Make sure
so
it's not
we're coming out with new stuff this season. My mom's actually designing and making stuff. She made these stickers right here, these little slaps that we're going to be coming out with, and some shirts and stuff like that. So
hell yeah, dude!
Pretty stoked. The season's gonna be sick.
Yeah, spread the word.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it for this one. I really appreciate you letting us come out and especially shooting your shop and everything.
For sure.
But
yeah, of course, anytime, man. This was awesome. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
If you want to see more podcasts like this. But that's it. See you guys next week.
Subscribe, people.
He knows
you heard him.
Yep. Circle of drift. Go hit that button. And if you don't, what do you say? You're square, right?
Yeah. You're square. Piss off.
What he said.
Hell yeah.
See you guys Sunday.
Later.